everyone, and welcome to Ms. Lala's classroom. Today I wanted to share with you guys different activities that you guys can do with your students or even with your kids at home. Especially these days, it's the last day before going out to winter break. The kids have already mentally tapped out. They don't want to do no more work. They're not even bringing in their backpacks and paper and pencils. It becomes a little bit of a challenge, but us as teachers, as educators, our priority is to educate. I don't like to waste not even the last day. Movies and all that stuff, that's just not my thing. How do I keep my students engaged? Well, you have to do something to keep them engaged. So one of the things that I do is bingo. I created these little bingo cards where I put numbers from a range from positive 20 to negative 20. And it took me a little while because obviously I had to put in different numbers for every single card, and I need at least 30 cards. But I mean, once you get the hang of it and you do it, you can do it. Plus, with technology we have now, I'm sure you could create these on some kind of app or software and you don't have to do these manually. But these are fun, and what you do actually, you just think of your kids and the level that they're at, and you want to do questions that are easy but not too easy to keep them engaged, and especially keep those kids that are low, keep them engaged. But you also want them to be challenging for those kids that are a little bit more advanced. This is a wonderful game, and little gifts that you might have, like I have math bucks, what we call math bucks, and we have a little raffle at the end of the month so they can win some money. Anything that are incentives for you guys, extra credits even work for the kids. They like those. Another game that I do is Jeopardy. Again, with technology, you could create Jeopardy even on a PowerPoint or some kind of system on your computer. I have this Jeopardy with points. Again, questions that are engaging for those low students. Are not too difficult, but then they're not too easy for those kids that are a little bit more advanced. So if you notice, something that's 100 points, -2 times 3 plus -5. Simple question. And a lot of the questions that we look at, even for the 200, I have questions like, we have -5 minus 4 minus 3 minus 2 to the second power. So these are questions where you need to follow the order of operations. You have to watch out for your negatives and your positives. Little things that students can mess up, and it keeps the game going and the next team to be prepared for this deal. And it's actually really fun, very engaging. And it also helps, it always helps if you have triples, doubles on your Jeopardy, so it can excite the game. That I recommend for these kind of activities, that you give the students a whiteboard, a dry erase marker, and their little eraser, so you don't have to worry about asking them to take out paper, pencil, or if they even have supplies. You hand this to them and they're more than willing to work, and it's fun, and they're still actually learning and doing work without them thinking they're doing work, right? Because it's a game. So your girl Lala giving you guys some tips. Arriba la vida, arriba education, and subscribe. Bye.